Hey you guys, it's Crystal from the Abundantly Blessed Homestead, where we use the wisdom of our ancestors to make amazing, nourishing, delicious meals for our family and grow some of our own food. Today is the cavity update video on my teeth. You guys have been requesting this video for months, and I apologize that I haven't gotten it out sooner. Things have been really crazy since this little one was born, and it's all I can do just to get my live cooking classes in when I can. So I'm going to go ahead and do this video as quickly as possible. I'm going to be showing you update photos, and I'm going to be telling you my plan with my mouth, and also I'm going to tell you 3 things that I wish I would have incorporated in the beginning of my cavity healing journey that I know would have sped this whole process up. So stick around to the end. We're going to do all of those things. Let's go ahead and take a look at the photos. I'm going to put a sequence of photos, particularly of the cavity on the left-hand side of my mouth, as it is the largest. If you haven't been following my cavity healing journey, I would encourage you to go back and watch the playlist here on the channel. My channel's not monetized, and I don't make a penny by making these videos, and I don't benefit at all from you guys deciding to heal your mouth. But please go back and watch those videos, simply for the fact there's a ton of information in there about a book you should buy and foods, etc. So please go back and watch those before you make any questions or comments in the comment section below. But anyway, if you've been watching my cavity healing journey, you remember this particular tooth on this side actually cracked and fell away on the last update. And so that tooth is the one that my pictures are going to focus on, with a progression photo, starting with the very first photo and ending with the photo from today. Now, I'm going to include at the end a separate photo of the tooth that's on this side of my mouth. That one was the one with those 2 spots. And so I'm going to include that. There's been no change there, and I'm going to kind of discuss why I think that is. So let's go ahead and look at the photos. Okay, so first I'm going to start with the one photo that was at the end of the 2 spots on this tooth that basically look the same as I did in the beginning of my cavity healing journey. So basically, no more tooth pain. They're just staying the same size. What I'm guessing is that there were cavitations in those spots, and they got packed, like I said before in my previous videos, with homemade toothpaste that is now like rock hard. And I'm unable to blast that out with my water pick. Which then leads me to my next thing, which is the progression pictures of the hole in this side of my mouth, in that tooth. And basically what you can see is in the beginning, and if you guys want to go back and look at the pictures again, go ahead. But in the beginning, you have a ton of black on the tooth. In fact, there's so much black that you can barely tell what's going on. And as those pictures progress, you can tell that the black is minimizing, and then I think on my 11-month update photo, somewhere around there, there was actually white regrowth happening within the hole of the tooth, and the black was very, very minimal. And then all of a sudden, my last update video, that whole side of that tooth fell away, and there was a gaping hole in that tooth, but hardly any black. So, and then the update video, or the update picture, which is the last picture on that series of pictures. And what that last picture shows, that was a really good photo taken by my husband. The previous photos have been taken by my children, which is not optimal, I understand. But that last photo, you can clearly see that the cause of my huge gaping hole in my tooth. And that is that my amalgam filling has fallen out of my mouth in that tooth. And there's just a small amount of amalgam filling left. And it left the gaping hole from my filling. And basically, if you research into amalgam fillings, you'll find out that the teeth eventually do crack around them, which is obviously what has happened. And it's left a huge gaping hole in my tooth. So basically that leads me to say, I've had lots of questions from people about, how deep of a cavity can you heal? How, if it goes through the enamel, if it goes through the dentin, like how deep can you go? And I can confidently now stand in front of this camera and say that your hole can be way deep into your tooth through all of the layers, and you can still heal and prevent further tooth decay because I've done it. But that being said, my plan is in June to go ahead and go to she's making noises in her sleep, to go ahead and go to a holistic, actually it's called a biological dentist, which is 5 hours away from me. They're going to take a look at that tooth because there is a chunk there, like I said, of amalgam filling remaining and a gigantic hole and a tooth that basically has a whole side that's not supported. So I just want their opinion of what we can do with that tooth to keep the tooth, but to stabilize it. So we're going to go see what they have to say in June. And don't worry, I will have a video, a follow-up video on that appointment. You probably won't hear from me much until then, but that is what is going to be happening. They're going to be taking x-rays and 3D imaging of my mouth. So at that point, I will for sure be able to rule out that this side has any cavities at all, and it's just compacted toothpaste, and we'll know exactly where we stand. So that is the plan. So now really quick, I'm going to list off 3 things that I wish I would have started in the beginning of my cavity healing journey that I feel like made the biggest difference for me. Now, this is not saying that these are the only things you need. I'm saying I wish I would have incorporated and knew about the knowledge about these certain things in the beginning, so I could have incorporated them along with everything else that I did. So number 1, this is the most important one I feel that made the biggest difference, is emu oil. Night and day difference. So I was taking this along with the cod liver oil, and when I started this, that is when I had that white regrowth in this really big hole in my tooth, is with the emu oil. So there's a link down below to purchase this. I would highly recommend, if you have tooth sensitivity, if you are being scheduled for a root canal, etc., try emu oil first, okay? The next thing that I'd like to say is I've been following a biological dentist called Dr. Michelle Jorgensen, and you can find her over on Instagram. She also has her own website. For the baby, I had to go have someone hold her because she was waking up. Okay, so basically, I've been following a dentist by the name of Dr. Michelle Jorgensen. She's over on Instagram if you want to check her out. She also has her own her own website. And so this is the second thing I wish I would have started from the beginning, which is she has an amazing remineralizing toothpaste. I don't make any money on this. I'm not an affiliate, okay? This is just simply a shout out to an amazing product. So this has everything to remineralize your teeth in it, including, I'm going to totally slaughter this, but hydroxyapatite, okay? And I wasn't really quite sure to think about it, but then she made a video about it and how important it is. And basically it's just like coating the teeth in minerals, which is super cool. The only thing that I can't stand behind in this is the xylitol. She uses xylitol to sweeten it. And I know we've had arguments in the past down in the comment section about xylitol and no xylitol. And the reason why, I'm going to say it again, the reason why I don't like xylitol is because studies have shown that xylitol totally negatively affects your microbiome, especially in your gut. So like chewing gum that has xylitol in it, you're going to be swallowing those liquids and you're going to be consuming xylitol that then is going through your stomach and into your gut. So it's going to negatively affect your gut. I have spent years getting my family's health, gut health in particular, back. And so that's why I can't stand behind eating things with xylitol, swallowing things with xylitol. So this has been my first compromise as far as something with xylitol in it. Otherwise, I'm a xylitol-free home. But I guess I okayed it in my mind by saying, number one, she's a world-renowned biological dentist, first of all. But second of all, you're not swallowing the xylitol, you're spitting it out. So anyway, I will leave a link down below to this. It's super cool. It's about $20 a container for tooth powder. But I have noticed a huge difference in my teeth. They're a lot whiter. They're a lot shinier. They just feel healthier in general using this toothpaste. In fact, one of my videos that's inside the playlist talks about how to make your own toothpaste. I'm still doing that. But I would strongly encourage you that if you're currently using some sort of regular toothpaste like Crest or Aquafresh or whatever, that you would go to this before you start making your own homemade toothpaste. And the reason why is because when you go from Crest or Aquafresh in those fluoride containing toothpaste and you switch over to homemade toothpaste, a lot of times your teeth will go through a really bad sensitivity issue because that glycerin that's inside those toothpastes is being scrubbed off of your teeth finally, and those teeth are just desperate for minerals because your teeth remineralize through your saliva, and if your teeth are coated in glycerin, that can't happen. So what ends up happening is those teeth feel super, super weak and sensitive. For me, it was about 1 to 2 weeks when we made the switch. So what I'm trying to say is that if you were to purchase this product in between a Crest type toothpaste and your homemade toothpaste, this would enable your teeth to go without glycerin, but also be coated in minerals so that you could eliminate some of that sensitivity and weak feeling in your teeth as you make the switch. So I'm simply just trying out this product because I am going to that biological dentist in June. And so I just wanted to try out this recommended tooth powder and see what I think. The third product that I wish I would have started in the beginning of my journey is the Soleil Crystal Salt Water. Had I known that as a woman, and especially through pregnancy, postpartum, and then the monthly cycle for women, our hormones are going up and down constantly. And when that happens, your teeth actually absorb the minerals and nutrition through its surface instead of through its root. And so it's really essential that all women for sure, and men in hormonal changes, like teen years or later in adulthood for men, consume Soleil water. So this link is also down below. Just wish I would have started this sooner because it does make a huge difference, especially in tooth sensitivity and when you're regrowing your enamel. So those are the products I wish I would have started from the beginning. If you guys have any additional questions, put them down in the comments below and we will talk about it. Other than that, like I said, you probably won't get another tooth update from me until I travel to the biological dentist in June. I will try and leave a link down below to find a biological dentist near you, but I did find it through Dr. Michelle Jorgensen's Instagram. She'll send you the list if you just message her. So anyway, I won't have another update unless something goes horribly wrong with my mouth, because really things have been holding steady for about almost a year now. So, but I will for sure make a follow-up video on all the information that I get to glean from my appointment in June. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I'll catch you guys in the next one.